Now you're into games. Now, how you feeling in terms of getting a rhythm and such like that?
Good. I mean, I feel like I'm getting more comfortable. Obviously, there's things we can improve. I can improve on. The team can improve on. Want to start figuring those things out and start winning some hockey games.
What do you think's been the biggest problem you've lost for in a row? Is there a common thread?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can point to one thing specifically. I think we've given up a lot of odd man rushes, a lot of quality scoring chances, and you're not going to win many games in this league with the players that you're playing against and talent. So cut down on those is probably, in my eyes, the biggest thing. As a defenseman, we got to clean up a little bit coming into our end and not give up so many good scoring chances.
Try to get off to better starts. Is that also going to help?
Yeah, that's usually a good key. Yeah, we didn't like our start last game, so that's something we're gonna want to focus a little extra on next game.
Do you focus more on the fact that you had a bad start, or the fact that you closed really strong? Which way you go?
Both. I mean, I don't think you take one or the other. We like the way we played in the third period. We know we're capable of playing that way. It's finding the consistency of bringing that game every time. But yeah, you don't throw out the start either. You got to know that happened and realize the things that made that happen and correct those things and focus on those moving forward as well.
What's working for you?
I don't know. I just feel it took some games to get back to the rhythm a little bit. I mean, we haven't played a lot of games lately, so of course it's a good feeling to play some games. Even though we've been struggling a little bit as a team, we gotta get better.
What are you trying to bring to that line? Do you think? How you complement?
I mean, I just try to give them the puck. I mean, as much as possible. If they have the puck, I mean, that's good for me as well. So I just got to work hard and get in another forecheck and create space for them.
You have played with Mika
Yeah.
a lot, plenty, but you haven't played with Artemi so much. What's different about playing with him?
I don't know. He's one of the top 5 skill guys in the league. I mean, he's finding plays, like he creates space for everyone, and even though he can hold on to pucks, so I mean, it's fun to play with a guy like that, and hopefully I can do the best for me to help him.
When you guys came in at first intermission yesterday, some guys were talking about, some things were said in the room there. Do you feel like what everyone on is important for this group?
I mean, the way we played was not acceptable. Like the first 40 minutes, I think we came out pretty good the first 5, but as soon as they scored the goal, like we started forcing plays. We made a lot of turnovers and stuff like that. So I mean, that was not acceptable, and everyone agreed. And like you said, we had a little hard conversation after the first and even after the second. So got better in the third, and that's what we got to focus on for the next game.
Is that the mindset, getting off to better starts now?
Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, I think lesson learned. We can play for 30 minutes a game. I mean, this league is so hard, so if you got to play for 60 minutes, and that's as simple as that.
Where are you guys mentally just coming off? I mean, obviously you're trying to stop a losing streak, but you're coming off that third. Where's the balance there?
I mean, we know we play we can play good hockey. I mean, we showed it for certain periods to the games, but just a matter of finding ways to play for 60 minutes. And even though they're coming hard, we got to find a way to stay in our structure and not get scored on. And I mean, that's our focus. And if we can just play with a good pace and play like we did in the third, it's going to help us in the long haul. I mean, it's only 6 games so far, so there's a lot of hockey left to play, and we got to improve our game.
You personally, you're one of the more senior guys in this room. You've been here longer than most guys. I don't think you're the most vocal guy, more of a lead by example. Has that changed at all over the course of your career?
More and more. I mean, I think I'm always trying to take a bigger role and trying to make my presence felt out there. Even though we have a young team now, I got to step up and be a little more vocal than I've been in the past. So that's something I'm working on and getting better at. And I feel like I'm taking steps in the right direction there as well.
Thank you.
No, I like this game, so that's going to be a good thing.
It's early in a long season, so you're still trying to find combinations, I guess. But is that just part of the deal? Kind of, oh well, another practice, another game, another new winger. And do you have to just kind of that's just part of it?
We're not the ones deciding the lines or getting paid to decide the lines. So we, whoever we're playing with, you accept that that line, you accept your role, and try to make it work, and just go from there. And as boring as it sounds, you take a game at a time. You see how it evolves. Obviously, sometimes you want more than a game to kind of see if you can build off of something, on that chemistry. But all depends on the lineups, who's in and out, obviously, and how they choose to balance the lineup. So I don't put much time and thoughts around it more than just whoever I'm playing with, making sure we do the best out of the situation and hopefully build something and try to win games.
You just come out of 3 games in 3.5 days. You lost them all. Is there a thread? Is there one thing that you can point to that was the biggest problem that if we fix this, we'll be okay?
There's a lot of aspects in our game that we can do better, but I think it's just a little bit of a issue we had in the that we didn't have last year was we've been having our downs in games, and the teams always have their momentum as much as we have the momentum in games as well. But I don't think we've been able to really settle things down when they get going and just kind of get back and lean on our structure, and that's been a problem we've had. Like yesterday, they scored 3 goals in a very short amount of time there, and kind of kills the mood a little bit. And you feel frustrated, you feel emotional. You want to win. You don't want to lose that many games in a row or lose at all, obviously. But it's frustrating. And then we play like we do in the third, late in the second as well. You see what we're capable of doing, and now it's just a matter of finding a way to do it in over 60 minutes.
How about just getting off to better starts, using that momentum in the third period to kind of get off to a start so you're not trying to play catch-up?
Yeah, I don't think the start was that bad yesterday. It's just, we get a penalty, and then they score, and then after that kind of collapse a little bit. But obviously, I would much rather be up 3-0 in the first, if that's a question. But it's, obviously you got to be ready to play, and that's about it.
Does Fast intrigue you guys as far as the way he can, forecheck and what he might be able to bring to that line, playing with you guys?
I played with him, so I know what type of player he is and what he's going to bring night in and night out. And it's going to be fun to try that out. We had that one shift yesterday, and we were able to score. So hopefully we can keep that tempo up, and we'll score a lot of goals and win a lot of games.